Alright, and we're back. Again. And if you're wondering why you could probably see the fucking beads of sweat on our forehead, we had to take an intermission because the fucking hounds of hell were breathing on us.
Yeah, the heater next to me here that you cannot, well, you can kind of see a little bit, blows out the winds of hell. So if you've ever been to hell, which I don't recommend. I've never actually been there, but I imagine that's what it feels.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fucking hot.
I lost 12 pounds on the blow-away diet. If you remember the blow-away diet, you're my best friend. Just saying. You can tell me who was the official sponsor of the blow-away diet. We're really going to I bet you don't work at that work again. That's okay.
This episode we are going to talk. Last time we did 80s movies, we talked 80s horror.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and do some 80s comedy.
Oh man, we'll be here. Actually, we can probably just call this the stains. We're gonna probably segue to start doing like a snake.
Yeah, not like Jake the Snake.
Well, no, because Jake actually pulls out his snake. Not anymore, because he's doing better now. But he has actually had warrants in Ohio before. He pulled out a snake.
Yeah.
Well, that's not my business, though.
JT shoot pin.
He got arrested at a show while I worked on. Just saying. Like, literally got arrested walking from the ring. Because they walk outside and go, you know what? Never mind. But that happened.
Like Stevie Richards King of Swing Snake?
I saw that too. Did I say that story?
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
You know what? I'm telling the fucking story. Preston takes me to, oh god, I can't remember. The big promotion in Pittsburgh at the time was, is it still City? I think. Still City Wrestling? Norm Connors was running it.
Before I did.
Like IWC.
Okay.
And I just went to hang out. You know, it was one of those things, take your gear because you never know. So I met Norm. I had known him prior to, working on wrestling shows and stuff. But there wasn't a spot for me. But Norm would always bring in like these steady guys. So Stevie Richards, Vinny was there. Sal Sincere worked the show. So Stevie Richards works the Smash, and next thing you know, he drops his shorts. And I saw him kill the swing. And I'm just sitting there like, just drop his, and everything's out there. The whole crowd just not even know. So I remember telling Preston this on the way home. I'm like, Pete, like, the man dropped his pants and his whole stuff was out. He was like, oh, no, he wouldn't have done that. I said, I can't tell you, it's burning in my fucking corneas. I seen the man's dick. He's trying to tell you. And he was like, he swore up and down, it didn't happen. I was like,
I know what a dick looks like.
It happened. I saw it. And I don't understand why it happened, but it did. And yeah, but that's my story. That really did. I swear to you, it happened.
Snake.
Yes. Not Jake. The king of swing. The other one. Right. Anyway. 80s. That's not 80s. That didn't happen in the 80s. That happened in the 90s, actually.
Holy shit.
But still. Either way.
Alright, so if we're going to talk 80s comedy, I know there's a lot, and people have, their list and this and that. But for me...
I know where you're going, too.
Yes. And you know what? I need to preference this. Preference? Look, alright, I'm very tired. Like, by now, I'm going on almost close to fucking... Almost 48. Yeah, some 30-something. Went out to sleep. I left work Friday and Thursday night, whatever. Anyway, and I've been drinking. But, a lot of people say that I just fucking kind of mimic you like a parrot. Because we just happened to fucking...
two people that happened to meet many years ago that had a lot of things that we liked in common. It's just, it happens. That really is a such thing.
That's what friends are.
Yeah, they really do. They share a common ground in like films. You're like, oh, dude, you like wrestling? Me too. Hey, we have a common ground in a lot of things. It's not, oh, I just cling on to toys because he likes them. No. We're friends, dude. We like a lot of the same shit.
So, with that being said, top of my list, Revenge of the Nerds.
That is, without a doubt, one of the best 80s comedy movies. I don't care what you say. Dude, that's a movie that I could sit here and quote all night. The second one is just as good. 3 and 4, not so much. But the nerds themselves, like, the movies are hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, you can't not like those movies.
Now, the obscure, 1 or 2 episodes they filmed of the TV show Revenge of the Nerds, do you ever see any of those?
No.
You've never? They are on YouTube.
Oh, jeez.
So if you ever
So it's actually based on the movies,
yes,
right?
Yes it is.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Yes it is.
I was today years old when I realized it was a show based on the lyrics. Thank you.
You did not know that?
I did not know.
Holy shit, that is the first...
Something.
This motherfucker knows...
I remember so far back that when they did, I think it was part 4, when the Nerds in Love or whatever, They had the scratch and sniff thing that you could do. Like, I think it was on Fox or whatever. When Fox did this whole big promotion where you could scratch and sniff. During the movie, it smelled just like it was smelling in the movie. Like, you wanted to smell Ogre's asshole or something. Scratch and sniff, block number 7. And it was so fucking stupid, but me and my cousin were sitting there scratching and sniffing whatever the fuck we had to fucking do it, right?
This is a I've never stumped you.
How many episodes are there?
Well, I think they greenlit a season, but after fucking bombed after like first 2.
Did they bring back a lot of the same people?
No, none. They were. I mean, it was the same characters, just different actors.
Yeah, that's bad. That's probably that bombed.
Oh, it was bad, dude.
Well, look at the different batch of nerds in like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
there really wasn't anyone that was likable except for maybe the Asian Elvis. Mm-hmm. He was okay, but that was really about it. Like,
so the only one that had, I think, any kind of success out of that new cast was the large guy. Was his name Leslie? I wanted to know.
Yeah, the guy that had the kilt.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's comedian John Penae, who has passed away. He was in The Punisher. He had tons of comedy specials that did. He did. Yeah. He was very funny too. If you think him, just think maybe John Candy, things of that. It's just that typical big man. But yeah, he's the only one that I could think of that really had any kind of success out of that new corps.
His character was okay in the movies.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was never. You never had they watered down all the nerds in 3 and 4.
They did.
Obviously, like they were near as raunchy as they were more kid friendly.
And Lewis not wanting to be a nerd anymore, and the ponytail.
Remember when you laughed and then you get down in the hot tub? You're like, oh, dude, so stupid, but funny at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna counter you with these ones, and I know you feel the same way. Porky's.
Yes, that was gonna be my second.
That Porky's was what American Pie tried to be in the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah.
And granted, American Pie was funny.
It was. But it wasn't.
It was raunchy at some points. But Porky's set the standards in the 80s. Like, Porky's was... Dude, where else would you have an actual gym teacher in a school ask the principal to do a lineup to see someone's dick? And she was dead serious. And that was one of the funniest parts of that entire fucking movie. But think about that. Like, you couldn't do that. Well, ever. You could do it in the 80s. You couldn't do it today.
Like, grab it.
Dude, Miss Ballbreaker was the best. And I have to talk about it just because I'm talking about her.
Right.
She flip-flopped and did a horror movie in the 80s. Motel Hell. Yeah, and she was great. She played Ida, which was the sister.
Farmer Vincent. Yes.
And I would love... Matter of fact, we were talking about it, and I have to bring it up too. Cinema Wasteland is doing a... sort of a reunion of Motel Hell in October.
No.
The director's coming, the Koch brothers coming, and I believe the girl that Farmer Vincent was married.
God.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I wish that Farmer Vincent himself and Ida were still alive because it would be great to meet. It would be phenomenal, dude. But yeah, Porky's set the standards for raunchy 80s comedy that you can never get away with doing today.
You know, they almost remade Porky's. Or, I'm sorry, not Porky, Revenge of the Nerds.
Really?
They almost did. They had a cast together. They even did some, I believe, a little bit of filming, but it just got shut down.
You can't.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Adrian Brody, do you know that actor?
Yeah.
He was going to be kind of like the Lewis of the group.
No. I could see it in the face, but no.
Yeah. Bad.
Listen, man, when they remake stuff, I don't hate all remakes. We talk about that.
No, right.
I don't hate all remakes, but some things should be left untouched because you're never going to get a cast like you did with the original Nerds. And a lot of those people were really unheard of at the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Gary Busey. Jesus Christ.
He would have fit in as a nerd, though. He really would have. Gary Busey would have fit in as a nerd. Dude, he's scary in person, though.
Have you ever met him?
I didn't meet him, but I was at a convention and he was at, and I just saw him like being Gary Busey, and I was like, all I could think of was that's the ginger kid, man. You know, like that's all I could think about, right?
I'm thinking of Busfield. That's
Timothy Busfield.
Yeah, that's Gary
Poindexter.
Busey.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He had done like some rural stuff. He got popular after this. He was in one of the baseball movies with the kid. Was it Little Big League? I think one of the baseball movies. He played one of the baseball players.
Okay,
he was like one of the main people in the team.
What else has he done? I know
he's done other shit.
He has, and he's definitely
But Nerds was like his big, I think, really like his biggest movie. Honestly.
And then fucking Donald Gibb over. Yes. I mean, I think most people, if you don't know him from fucking...
Oh, yeah, I know where you're going, yeah.
If you don't know him from Revenge of the Nerds, you're going to know him from Bloodsport. Yeah. Jean-Claude Van Damme, fucking a great 80s action movie.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Ray Jackson was his name in that movie. It was a great movie. But, so again, okay, you've got Revenge of the Nerds. You've got the Porky series.
Absolutely. I know where you're going next. I know you do.
Really? Okay, then please, sir.
Please, Captain.
You gotta have citizens on patrol in this motherfucker. You gotta have them on the Blue Oyster.
Come on.
The fucking...
in my opinion, I love these kind of series. I even like the shitty number 7 Mission to Moscow.
Yeah. The cartoons?
Yeah, the cartoons great.
Yeah.
I do have those.
With the fucking dog? And
yes,
yeah.
I do have. I even have an old coloring book still.
Nice.
That has not been colored in.
Yes.
Yeah. How about that? But no, dude, part 4 is the best one. Citizens on Patrol is the best in police characters.
Fucking yama.
Man. And that'll bring your brother back? No, man. I am hungry.
Out of my way! Boom!
You take that. I love another one that's quotable as fuck.
Oh
As
my
a matter
God.
of fact, we were just talking. Have you seen X yet? The horror movie that came out? You did, didn't you?
I've got to tell you a story about this. So,
let me, did you see it,
yeah, but yes, I did. Sorry,
Okay.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to say real quick, Alan and I were talking on the horror guys, and then I don't know if you remember it or not, but there's a scene in X where the woman is very old, and she shoots a rifle. She flies back about 90 feet. And busts
All
her
you
hip,
think of
right?
this is
And I told him, I said, dude, all I can think about was this is
Feldman.
Damn, that was
fun.
fun! Like, and I told him that, and Alan starts laughing. But when I edited the thing together, I put that scene in there.
That's great.
I had to. That movie was fucking awful.
Yeah.
We will talk about that on another episode, because I think we need to. And then we need to discuss something new too. But 80s comedies, good. I'm sorry. I did cut you off. But please.
No, that's okay. I just, alright, I'll save that story for when we talk a little bit later on. But yeah, it's fucking interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, okay, we got Police Academy.
Yes.
We got Porky's. We've got Revenge of the Nerds.
Yes.
For me, I love Bachelor Party.
Oh, man. Yes. Sequel, terrible. Original, best movie ever. Where else are you going to find a dude trying to slit his wrist with an electric razor? And he was into it. He's just... Dude, he was great. That is another movie that I feel like a lot of people don't know.
The fucking mom and the hot dog.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Oh, my God.
The fucking...
It was in my hand. Oh, Mr. Is it Nick or is it Dick?
Nick the Dick.
Nick's fine. Just Nick. Nick the Dick. Dude, that is a classic comedy. Tom Hanks, before he was like, obviously Forrest Gump, and he was
Castaway.
hanging out with Wilson.
Yeah.
Like, this was comedy Tom Hanks. He did other comedies, like The Birds, and like other comedy.
Right.
And like Money Pit, stuff like that.
Yes.
But Bachelor Party was like, that's the movie. Where's the Groom? In the bedroom. That dude is fucking great, dude. And my favorite is, remember the pimp? Remember when Brad shoots the fucking arrow in the room? He's like, I'm getting built. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Like, dude, I fucking love that, dude. I love that movie, dude. And I remember the most obscure shit about these movies, too.
Oh, my God.
Anything else,
So if we're talking a little bit of Tom Hanks and this and that, we'd be remiss not to say Dave. I mean, it was big
fine.
more of a comedy. I mean, it was.
I mean, look, a lot of those movies I would consider a comedy, even though it had like a kind of a serious.
Was it like more like a 16 Candles kind of vibe, like those?
It was comedy too,
yeah.
in a way. 16 shit long up dong. That was your comedy relief.
This was.
Like. I'm thinking about the TikTok I made too. Dong. Where is my automobile?
Automobile.
Lake. A big lake. Dude, Long Duck Dawn was great. Yeah. I would consider it big comedy, The classic scene, of course, him and Robert Lozier playing on the big old piano.
Yeah.
I think all y'all want to play on his kids.
So, I think we're going to go back into the 70s just a tad, but Caddyshack. Because then Caddyshack was 79 or 80?
Caddyshack, the first one, maybe 79.
Yeah.
But Caddyshack 2 was just as good, too, though. Be the ball, no. He was fucking great. Jackie Mason was great.
But still, fucking, Bill Murray.
I'm sorry. That just came to mind. Remember when he was so fucked up? Like, he was like, this fucking Chevy Chase telling me, he's like, no. He says, no. I'm sorry. It's funny as shit. I can't help it. He's popping oh, shit. In a dancing gopher. I mean, it wouldn't work in jazz. They were so fucking stupid. They were funny.
Dude, the fucking Dalai Lama story that he fucking tells.
God, yeah.
So I got that going for me. Yeah.
But then you got him fucking, when he's talking, garment poop chain. Like, come on, dude. Like, really? So fucking terrible, dude. So terrible. But, okay, let's piggyback off of Bill Murray for a second and talk about Stripes. There's a classic game, Stripes. I love Stripes. Like, look at the cast of that.
Stripes is amazing.
Yes.
But I will see your stripes, and I'm going to go down a road that not too many people know.
You're not going to be my big toe like Sergeant Hulka? I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Oh my god! Oh, Jesus Christ. Now you got me fucking... I'm laughing so much I can't think of the fucking name, and I'm piggybacking off of that to go to Chevy Chase again.
Okay.
With fucking Demi Moore, Digital Underground. Thank you. I'm thinking...
Oh, you know what? They picked my name down. Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
Listen. A lot of people don't know about Nothing But Trouble.
No, they don't.
Me sad. And the people that do know about it think it fucking sucks. That is a funny ass.
It's a cult classic.
Yes. It's borderline horror-ish.
It is, ain't it?
It's got a little bit of horror
elements to it.
Because Dan Aykroyd's creepy as fuck with his dick nose.
And the fucking the prosthetics on him, man.
Bobo and Little Devil. Like, I mean, come on, dude. They weren't allowed in the house, by the way. They weren't allowed, I'm just saying.
Candy was in that too, right? John Candy?
Yes. He played the cop, and he played Eldona.
Yes.
So Eldona didn't talk, so she just went, you know, it was fucking terrible, but great, dude. Great fucking movie, great fucking cast. And one of my personal favorites. I actually just got that on Blu-ray.
Nice. Very nice.
Great movie.
Okay. Cannonball Run?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was still... Was that 70s?
The first Cannonball Run came out probably either between 77 and 79.
Yeah, it would have been 79 because it was after Smokey and the Bandit, which is one of my personal favorites. And
Cannonball Run 2 was just as good. Though.
It was.
Like, the Sheik's fucking great. Like, and the Sheik on that reminded me of the Iron Sheik from the Hulk Hogan wrestling cartoon. He really did. Like, that was great.
I thought of that because I thought about the year you came as fucking my Halloween party, fucking Dom DeLuise, the fucking...
Oh, yeah. Him. Dun, dun, dun. Talk about a cast of people.
Oh, dude.
Holy shit.
All right.
Anybody who was anybody at the time. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy
James
Davis
Jr.,
Burt Reynolds, Dom DeLuise. I think wasn't Sally Field one of them, or was that Smokey and the Bandit?
That was Smokey.
Okay. The females that were in that from just various different... Dude, there was a who's who in that cast. Alan Alda played... Wasn't Alan Alda?
Yeah.
That played the Sheik? Was that him? Or was that
No, that was the guy.
Jamie Farr.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, dude, you had a cast of people. It was similar to what they tried to do with that Rat Race movie in the 90s, and it was nowhere near close to what came out. See, but my God, dude.
And that's what, like, I know, again, like I said, we're talking 80s, but 78, Smokey and the Bandit, I mean, that's one of my favorite comedies. I mean, that's a movie, in my opinion, that should never be remade. Because who are you?
Boy, Jackie Gleason.
It is. I love you some Jackie Gleason. But who else? You're not going to find anyone to replace Burt Reynolds. No one to replace Jackie Gleason. And what country music star today are you going to get to fucking replace Jerry Reed?
Yeah.
No. Jerry Reed was just a certain, I mean...
The closest you'd get to anything country that people would love to see would be Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
They love Willie.
Yeah.
So you put Willie in anything.
But I don't think the motherfucker could even work a truck. He's so old.
I don't know, dude. Willie's still going strong. He's about 172. Can't still smoking his weed every day and singing his country songs. He don't give a fuck. Willie is living the life. Let me tell you. But no, dude, there's so many great 80s movies.
What else you got?
We talked about him earlier, John Candy. Look at all the stuff he did in Uncle Buck. Great Outdoors. You know?
The Big Sandwich? You want a big sandwich?
I mean, dude, John Candy was involved in so many good classic movies.
Armed and Dangerous. I sent you that clip the other day of...
If you have not seen Armed and Dangerous with John Candy and Eugene Levy, you are missing out. That is an 80s classic. Who's Harry Crumb? Another good one. Like, come on, man. Yeah. So many good movies. Like, it's so sad that he died so early. Because I think he had so much more to offer. You know? His movies were just... Pretty much anything he was in was good.
You couldn't miss.
No, he was just a damn good actor. Even his little cameo on Home Alone was funny as shit. Mm-hmm. I mean, the dude was just a funny guy. And we mentioned it, I think, in the other one. We talked about Weird Science. It was funny for what it was, you know what I mean? Chet the Shit Monster was great, you know.
Did you like the Weird Science TV show that was on USA?
No, not as much. No, I favor the movie a lot better, I think.
I watched it for the fucking broad on there. I'm not going to lie. She was hot.
I know who you're talking about.
Vanessa Angel, I think it's a real name.
Yeah.
She was hot. I don't know what she's doing today. Kingpin, she was in Kingpin. That was a great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Bill Murray. That wasn't 80s, folks, but still, who cares? It's my show. Our show. No, it's our show.
That's right. It's more. It's here.
I'm
just here. Just here having fun. Man, so God, you know it's funny. You're talking about 80s and she's got so many movies you forget easily too. But there's just, dude, honestly, if you had time to look on the phone and say, oh my God, that was just that one and this one. There's so many. I mean, you can go for hours because I've said this before numerous times. I'll be talking. I think I even said these exact words last time we did this. Mm-hmm. You'll never beat the 80s for horror or for comic movies. You can't. You just can't.
In my opinion, you'll never beat the 80s for anything. I mean, cartoons.
It was such a good time.
It was. And everybody, and that's just it, man. Everybody did not get so fucking offended so easily.
You can't say, let alone do, half the shit now that you could do in the 80s.
Well, look at Pryor. I mean, Richard Pryor. I mean, how many movies?
Okay.
See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Moving's classic with Richard Pryor. Hear No Evil, See No Evil with Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Stir Crazy. Those guys had some damn good movies together.
Blazing Saddles.
Yes.
You could not fucking do Blazing Saddles.
They pretty much canceled
the sheriff said...
Yeah, they canceled that movie. I actually found it for $1 and I bought it because they canceled it. So I was like, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
You know, Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
There's another one that's a horror comedy, but it's more comedy than horror. Dude, it's endless. We could sit here for hours and talk about the 80s comedy movies because there's just so many good movies. Even the ones that were like flipped under the rug, but people would say, "Oh God, I haven't heard that one in like ages." They were good. They were good.
So we've got a few minutes left before we wrap up this episode, and I have to mention the fact that we're talking comedy in the 80s. Just recently, Gilbert Godfrey passed away.
Yes.
And he was hilarious, especially in the Problem Child movies. Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorites. But I think more so we relate with USA Up All Night.
Grew up watching them on USA Up All Night. Ron DeShear.
Yes. And
you know what movie I remember all the time in the show on there? Reformed Schoolgirls. Remember that movie?
I do remember.
That was an 80s movie that came out, but it wasn't comedy. It was a very cheesy women's prison movie. But good, though. I rewatched it. It's not really great. I like it. It was on all the time when you were saying it.
And that's all that matters.
When you're a young kid, there's half-naked women running around, and you're like, you're going to watch that shit. Just like, you know, like you're going to be happy about that. So you watch that movie all the time.
Yes, you
just
will.
throw it out there, you know?
But, like I said, I mean, Gilbert Godfrey was one of those folks that he was so unique with his delivery, and just the way he was and how he talked and his facials. It sucks. He battled a disease that he did not let on for.
I didn't even know he was sick.
No one did, really.
You talk about that with Bob Saget.
Yeah, and they were best friends. So it was
another person that we grew up watching him in the 80s and 40s.
But you would have never known he was that kind of his comedy versus
his comedy was like super raunchy, and then you see him in Danny Tanner, it's like, oh, he's this nice loving dad. And that's because you haven't seen his raunchy side.
That's right. Did you? He was the first host of America's Funniest Home Videos. Yeah. Yep. I remember that shit.
Yeah, dude. We grew up in a great time, man. Like, I don't care what anybody says. If you lived through the 80s, life was simple, man. It was. It really was. You woke up in the morning at the butt crack of dawn, you got your cereal, you watched cartoons.
And then you fucking went outside.
No bad cartoons. You know, there was good cartoons then. And like he said, you went outside, you played all the fucking day. You came home to eat lunch, maybe, you went right the fuck back out. And you came back when it was dark outside, you could walk to your friend's house and not worry about getting shot at or getting fucking kidnapped or something. It was just a fun time, man. There was no bullshit in the world. I mean, there was stuff going on, but we were kids. We didn't see as much. You know, we had fun, dude.
Right.
It was just a great time to grow up.
It was just a different time.
Yeah.
It was.
Even the 90s were fun. You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
again, if you grew up in the 90s, you had great stuff, too. You know, I came in late 70s, 78. So I lived through all of that. I lived through the 80s and 90s. I'm still here. It's not as fun as it was when we were kids. Not because we're grown up now, because we still have all the cool, fun shit to play with when we were kids. It's just back now.
Yeah.
In different forms and stuff.
Everything that is old is new again.
Mad Balls came back. And My Pet Monster is popular again. And all that. I still have some of that shit. So it's so cool to still, like, you know, be able to say, hey, man, I still got this stuff or whatever. But as far as, like, you know, to go back in time, I'd love to go back again because it was just a fun time.
It was. And with that being said, it's coming up to that time. We're about to wrap things up here. If you have anything you want to hear us talk about, I mean, it'll probably be another fucking year before I get in here and report again. But leave something in the comments. hit the like and subscribe button. Go check out his stuff. All that stuff will be in the links. I'll make sure I put it in there. All of his social media, things of that nature. And just give us a follow and enjoy the rest of your night.